Uncovering music by new and up-and-coming great artists.
The Grammy goes to
the next big thing. This is Untouched Melodies.
Well, hello. It is another Untouched Melodies with your host, Phil Parker. And I have an incredible artist tonight. Her name is Briya Jordan. She is just lighting up my Spotify lately, and I'm sure many others. Briya, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you feeling?
I'm absolutely honored and privileged. I've been listening to your music all day. Well, I've been listening to your music for a while, but all day has been my thing preparing for this because I always do that. So I'm excited to learn more about you and kind of go through my Phil's top 5 kind of stuff to kind of let everyone know what we're doing here and all the cool music you have. But first of all, tell us a little bit about you. Like, where did this all start, like music wise and everything?
Well, hi, I'm Briya Jordan. I am from Cleveland, Ohio. I started music. I used to do door-to-door sales jobs, so I knocked on doors for about a year and a half. And once I fell out of love with that, I just started going home after work and I would just work on music. And then I end up going to my first studio session and it's been history since. Like I rolled out of door to doors and went into music.
Wow.
Yeah.
What made you decide this was your avenue? I mean, obviously door-to-door sales is a huge, I mean, I hate it. It's an industry I'd never recommend to anyone, but what made you decide that like singing or music was your forte?
Um, so I just had like an undying love for it. And I didn't realize it at first. I was just like, I would just get off work and just work on music every single night. But I didn't. Now looking back, I was doing it for like 6 months straight, not realizing my love for it quite yet. Then I made this very particular song at work, and I was just right before I knocked on that door. I just knew that was my last door that I was gonna knock on because it was just like I don't know. It was just a crazy feeling, and it's really started from well, I'm sorry. I got like caught up in the mix of my emotions towards the story. What was the question?
Now, where did it all start? Like,
Where
I
did it
mean,
start from? Okay, yeah. So then I filmed a video in my car at work, and I posted it on IG. My father saw it, and he was like, "This is really dope." And I was like, "Well, take me to the studio." And then, like, he took 2 weeks, but then he took me, and then we just kept on going. So
that's really awesome. You know what, Bria? That's probably the most authentic story I've heard on here because it's always fun discovering how people get into the music industry because
yeah.
it's not an easy industry to break into, but everyone loves music, and finding out where the musical influences come from and all that kind of stuff. Like, where has music always been part of your life? Did you grow up with listening to music? Like, what kind of influences do you have?
Okay, so my dad did music my entire childhood. Um, I've always been like creative. I've always been really good at writing. I won writing competitions at schools, like for essays and short stories and stuff like that. I used to dance a lot. And then as far as like my first concert I ever went to was like Rihanna, and I was like probably 13.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, so growing up, I really was just like dibbling and dabbing. It's really at the age of 19 when I realized music is my thing. It wasn't like something I grew up just loving. Like, oh, I really pretty much listened to whatever was on the radio at the time. And yeah.
Right. That's cool. That's cool. Well, as we talked about before, we do Phil's top 5, and I like to pick songs that I've gone through your repertoire, and I've decided, that these are the go-to songs whenever I go listen to your stuff, right?
Mhm.
So this one's pretty early. The one that I've got on the list is pretty early in your creation of music. It goes back to 2020, but it really shows your vocals really well. So number 5 for me is Out the Way.
Oh yeah, I love Out the Way.
So tell me a little bit about that song. Like what was your vibe at the time? Were you're already you've kind of written a couple songs before that and it's already on
Mhm.
Spotify, but what was the vibe at this point? Because first of all, the cover is like fire. Like I'm just like you could be a Grammy winning artist with the cover of this song. It's just crazy.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about it.
So without the way, it actually had birth from the song "On My Own" because "On My Own" was when I first discovered, like, okay, this is who Briya Jordan is. This is the type of artist I am. This is the type of lyrics that they like from me. So it birthed from that, from the highs and lows. I was kind of doing that throughout my music. So then I just made "Out the Way" and I recorded that in LA actually at Mix Recording Studios. And yeah, it really was the birth from another song, and I really was out the way. I got like out the way on my own, outgrew because I really be isolated in my own little world, doing my own little things.
Right, right, right. Well, I think it's awesome. So we're gonna give it a little snippet for everybody, and then we'll come back. But just to remind everyone, this is live. You can ask some questions, leave some comments. If you're a fan, you know Bria's always wanting to hear from her fans. I know yeah, Bria's been posting all evening, promoting this. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid. This is the perfect moment. You know, Bria's here to answer your questions as well. So we're gonna kick off with "Out of the Way."
I've been staying out the way, I've been laying low. Put my phone down, don't even wanna pause. It just got me moving in slow mo. Can't feel shit because my heart is cold. The way I've been laying low. Don't even wanna go. It just got me moving in slow mo. Can't feel shit because my heart is cold. I've been staying out the way. I've been staying out the way. I've been staying out
And
the
out the way,
don't even wanna
pose. I've
been in the cut,
could
just
just
getting
get
by. Wheels do again, damn time fly. Watch the
my
cup and you keep, I had to realize.
they wants to be the ones that won't slide. I don't know what happened, but I think y'all can see me. So hello, how is y'all doing? Got my hair done and I can't wait to post. Hey, I was staying out the way. I can't see any comments or anything, but it says I'm live. So hi, how are you guys doing? Looks like, oh, see, yep. I was just
Oh
going
my
out.
god, Bria, you're amazing. So this has happened a couple of times where my internet has failed me. So
Yeah.
Bria's already in it. Like she's how you doing? She's hosting her show. She's awesome.
I started freestyling when the music.
Yeah, freestyling's how it's. That's what I'm talking about. This is how awesome Bria is. But we got a little bit of the song. I'm gonna.
I was like, it says I'm still live.
Yeah, yeah, you're still live. You're still live. All right. So, Out the Way is awesome. I'm sorry about that little glitch. That was fun. I love it when internet fails me. But anyway, that's an amazing track, and it's number 5 on my Phil's top 5. I think honestly, it's vocally probably one of the tracks that made me go, "Damn, she could sing." You know, it's just like you've got that voice, you got that power,
Thank you.
and then you started like adapting yourself and doing different stuff because number 4 for me is the one that I first heard ever.
Okay.
Number 4 is number 1 time like Tony Mercedes. I know you're watching, bro. I love you to death. Outgrew was the first track I ever heard, and
Hmm.
it was fire and I loved it. And I know there's a lot of people out there that was their first track because it really was that just bumping beat. Like it's just like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like Instagram videos of people singing it, going, "This is fire." I love it. It's just amazing. What
Thank you.
spurred this on? Like, what was your motivational piece of this? Like,
So
it sounds like you're just like, I'm done with everyone that hates me. I'm screw you guys. You
I
know?
actually made this song after I did Outgrew, like months after. And I remember I was saying this little apartment. I was staying in this little apartment, and I was sitting on the bed, and I literally was like alone again, and I was playing um beats, and I just came across that, and I was just like, there's a lot of people that I've outgrew. Time to pay my bills, because we trying to catch up on bills. Like, I'm talking about real life stuff here. So
Yeah,
it
yeah,
just
for
it
sure.
really stemmed in the what inspired that was my real life. So, and the fact that I know that I'm not the only person that feels that way. It's universal, rich, poor,
Yeah,
black, white, it doesn't matter.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, 100%,
so
100%.
I knew it was a good song.
Who would be your musically? Who do you think your biggest influences are right now?
So that question gets me every time. Okay, so hear me on this. I am very inspired by many artists, many, many, many. But as far as like my musical influence, I can't really put a particular name on that, because it's like, so it literally just comes from me, my originality, and I'm not really like hearing something else and like, okay, I could use that sound, you
Right,
know?
right,
So that's just from the creativity aspect, and my
right.
sound is just
It's just where
natural.
you're
Like,
coming from. It's just
yeah, it's
coming
just,
from you. All right, that's
yes,
fair.
yeah, 100%.
That's fair. That's awesome. And it's good to hear. I mean, some people, like for me, I grew up with country music, and then I remember like growing up in Ireland, like rap wasn't a thing, and then all of a sudden Eminem came out and
Mhm.
just blew that casket right open, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden I'm listening to everything that is in America, like everything. And hip hop used to be just my go-to genre for a long time. Then it was R&B, and then and then I was a DJ for a little bit. So then I literally had to play whatever people were like, "Hey, you want to play this? We play this," and I'll be playing whatever. But um, influences are kind of span from whatever you were listening to when you were a kid all the way up to now, and it may not
yeah,
be something you draw inspiration from, but you've been listening to it throughout your life, kind of thing. So
yeah. And
it's
I've
always
been,
interesting like that, how that affects us in creativity or however that looks.
yeah, like, and I feel like, to piggyback off that, like, growing up, I never was like a super fan. Like, I never was like a super fan of any one particular that I listened to all the time. I listened
Yeah.
to whatever was like hot, like whatever my mom was playing. Like, rather
Fair.
than at
Yeah,
the
that's
time,
cool.
it's Jasmine Sullivan, Rihanna, Kanye. That's what I was listening to and vibing to. So it was just
That's
like,
cool. Yeah,
everyone had their different eras, and
for sure,
yeah,
for sure. I remember
and
I remember dancing around the kitchen to Lionel Richie one evening, and I was just like, "What is this? This is cool." Yeah.
yeah,
It's just the music that music invokes memory. Like you
yeah,
start thinking of things what you were doing at the time, and it may
definitely,
not be something that inspires you, but it's attached to an event in your life. And that's what I love about music is that, like, outgrew for some people is an inspirational song, because they're like, you know what, you're right, I need to go make some money, make this right, da, 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 da. I can
yeah.
i can I can grow above this. And that's how beautiful music can be. So anyway, without further ado, number 4 on Phil's top 5. Hopefully we don't have any internet issues. I'm joking. Wait, we should be good. Outgrew, here we go.
There's a lot of people that I've outgrew. Time to pay my bills, cause they overdue. I don't trust nobody that watch how I move. Had to cut the world off, that's what it came to. There's a lot of people that I've outgrew. Time to pay my bills, cause they overdue. I don't trust nobody that watch how I move. Had to cut the world off, that's what it came to. I be vibing all alone, got some scars I've never shown. Do anybody got a heart that I can borrow? When this light is still dark, that's why we have a shadow. Just step into the dark, don't be scared of the unknown. Nobody's gonna save you, be your own hero. Don't let nobody tell you that you're not We explore our own depths, so only you really know. When you take time to yourself, reality knocking at your door. There's a lot of people that
I love this song. I love the message.
time to pay my bills.
It's such a
Thank you.
good message. It's so funny because as you listen to the lyrics, you're just like, don't let people like knock you down, like don't let people tell you, it's just a really great message. And it makes me think that maybe like you're talking about stuff that's happening to you, like you're saying, hey, don't let people say no to you. Like this is, you can rise above anything. I ain't gonna stop making music because somebody said no to me. Like it's a really great vibe. um and again, it's just your creativity, it's coming from you. So a lot of people people create from experience. So this is pretty
Yeah.
cool. I really love that song. So tell me a little bit about that, like, because your creative process and where it all comes from. Like, how is it that you come up with these lyrics and everything? What are you drawing from? Is it like, hey, tonight I'm going to write a song and I don't know what it's about, and I'm going to sit down and just write? Or are you constantly thinking about moods, like thinking of beats, thinking of lyrics as you're kind of going through your daily routine?
So I think like my biggest weapon is sometimes I do feel like, okay, I'm about to write a song. Let me just listen to the beat and see what I'm feeling when I hear this beat. And then sometimes it's like literally just me living my life, and it's just like, okay, this is how I feel. Or I might have just heard a story from my friend, like this is how my friend feels, and I really feel what she's saying. So let me listen to a beat that can pull these lyrics out.
Right.
So yeah, I pull from real life, and that's why my supporters relate to me, because it feels authentic because it is, and
Yeah.
everyone, yeah,
And authenticity is what people love now. It's the big thing. Before, many years ago, like, you'd watch American Idol and all these kind of things, and they're looking for a specific type of cookie cutter type look, and you have to sound this way and all this kind of stuff. But now people just want authentic. They want to know who you are, how you've gotten to where you are, what your struggles are. They want to know who the person is, not just what the music is. Because right now you can be a music artist just by having a YouTube account. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
just the World Wide Web has just opened it up to literally anyone that feels like they're talented can have their own music out there in the world for everyone to hear. Like Spotify, anywhere, they accept these artists and let them, which is great for music, but it means that to differentiate, you got to have something special, which I feel you do because you connect with your people, and the way your social media account is really cool. Like, you're
Thank
always
you.
connecting with your followers and everything. I love that about it. And I think you just keep doing what you're doing and keep grinding and keep making great music. Like,
Thank you.
um one of number 3 for me is, number 3 was tough for me to choose because there's so many good songs that you have. But number 3 for me, I think, was CEO.
I love that song.
So CEO is just the lyrics for me kind of, it's just, I'm not going to ruin it because if people haven't heard it, but the CEO of a broken heart is like, oh my god, what is that lyric? Like, what are you doing to me? Like, that is just,
Because you have to say stuff in a way that people just never said it.
you're right. I mean,
So,
you're 100% right.
yeah.
But tell me a little bit about that. Like, are you was this kind of, we talk from experience, right? Like, is this the
Yeah.
time in your life where you kind of had a broken heart and
Uh,
is this a breakup song, or is it like,
Not necessarily, but I've had enough heartbreaks to know what they feel like. So whatever,
right,
even if I'm in a part of my life and I'm healed and happy, I still know what that heartbreak felt like. So I can talk
right?
about that anytime, and the whole world can agree with that as well.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Before we get into CEO, I always like asking this question. If you could, and we'll go into the song, so you don't have to answer it right away. If you could collab with any artist, past, present, or whatever, right?
Oh yeah.
Who would it be and why?
You wanna know
Okay.
now?
You can, I mean, you can do it now. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Because I'm glad that you said past or present. Because my past, I would definitely choose Michael Jackson, just because his catalog is just so different. He talked about real stuff, and I just feel like we can relate on that. Just having so many different songs. He's not just sticking to the same sound. He's not scared to really feel the music. Like it was just
Right, right.
so dope. I wish I could have met him. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's a great answer. I love that. And you know what? Um, it may not be an influence, but obviously somebody that you respect in the industry, it's like, he wrote a certain way, he created a certain way, he felt a certain way when he was doing these songs. And, it may not sound like Michael Jackson music, but I get that from you because
Inspired from the way that yeah.
because
I agree.
you write with feeling, you write with you're differentiating. The lyrics are so different, like it's very unique. So CEO is an amazing song, so I'm gonna give everyone a bit of a taster of this, and we'll come right back.
I'm CEO of a broken heart. I let you in my business, you tore my life apart. Now I'm on a rebound, I'm coming back. I've been saving up, letting my money stack. I'm CEO of a broken heart. It was broke down, needed a jump start. I do everything alone for the most part. I'm CEO of a broke heart. Been through the same shit, time and time again. I figure one of these times I gotta win. Going through life, trying not to sin. A whole lot of losses, taking them to the chin. It's getting frustrating, having to start all over. Nerves be bad, I can't do it sober. I ask a man above to make a way. If you ain't adding to the pot, then you in the way. I'm CEO of a broken heart.
I love that song so much. It is so good.
Thank
And
you.
it's really it's I don't know how to describe it. Like your music is so unique, Bria.
Thank
Like it
you.
is. I mean, I want more than anything. Like I have so many great artists on here. I'm so blessed because I get to hear great music almost every week with amazing artists. But like this stuff is just, my God, your lyrics are like, you could be a ghostwriter and be writing Grammy winning awards songs, but instead you're creating them, and it's just
Yeah.
amazing. Like where I mean, we talked about how you write and everything, but like where does that all come from? Right? You used to write poetry and
I did. I started off with poetry, but also I was also just really good at writing, period. Like I could make up a story. It would be like, you know how I don't want to give an exact example, but you know how in school they'll give you like a prompt to start writing from? Like I would
yeah.
twist it come from a whole nother direction than the rest of the class. Like, and I don't know, I just been really creative when it came to making stories or talking about something passionately. And I seeped into my music. So
That's
yeah.
awesome. And that English was my thing as well. Like I always punishment didn't quite work on me because it was always like, do an essay or write a story on this, and I'd be like, cool, I'll do it, and right now, not a problem.
Yeah.
And so but yeah, no, I feel that when I'm listening to your songs, like you're very articulate with your stuff. It's not like, I mean, quite honestly, not that lyrically, that kind of dexterity isn't found normally in artists that are singers or that are creating music that you're creating. It's normally like you say that about rappers that are just like coming up with different stuff, and
Yeah.
you're just like,
I look at you, you hitting it
but
right on the head.
like it's the same kind of stuff because
Mhm.
poetry and rap, it's almost like they walk hand in hand together. So it's crazy how good your lyrics are. They're
Well,
just
see, the
phenomenal.
thing is, I approach music from a rapper's perspective, but then I don't rap it. So then when it comes on the track, it's like, what
Yeah.
is this?
Yeah. No, for sure. We joked earlier because I was texting you back and forth, and I said, you have a very unique sound. The only thing I can compare it to really that's even remotely similar is like Sia. And you were like, oh yeah, I can kind of get where that's coming from.
I never heard no one say her name, but I went to go look up the song. I said, oh yeah, I hear it. I see what she's saying.
It's hey, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at
Yeah,
all. But
she's
it,
amazing.
but it's your sound is so unique, and I think the last time a sound was that unique was coming from the amazing artist that is Sia right now. And so your lyrics and everything, I'm in awe of your music anyway, but mainly because I just love anyone that can write a song that has the lyrics are thought provoking. Like it's all like you said, it's like poetry. You're writing a song, you're telling a story, you're really just getting into it with people. You're saying, I'm CEO of a broken heart. Like holy that is just, I'm
Yeah,
CEO of a broken heart. Like it's just such a great lyric. Like forget anything else. Like it's just such a great lyric.
yeah,
Um
it is amazing.
so that was three. Two was harder for me to do because it's tied with two. Now I'm gonna tell you what the tie is, just because I think it's funny. Um, it's between Uber and 1,000 Pieces. Okay,
Yeah,
and the
those
reason
are
it's
two totally different songs, so that's hilarious.
two totally different songs, but like the Uber song, just I'm just like, yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just so funny because you're speaking about similar things. Like your Uber is, you're sitting in the back of an Uber and you have post traumatic stress and you're just going, like, it's like what people do all day every day. Like they get in an Uber, they've had a crappy day, everything's going on in their head. Their driver might be super nice, but they're like, dude, you're too nice, but right now I got shit going on in my head, like I don't want to talk to you right now. And it's
Yeah.
just, it's, you've articulated and made it into a song, and it's just so good. um and then, 1,000 Pieces is just, oh man, I don't even know what to say about 1,000 Pieces. It's a really great song.
Thank you.
So I'm leaning towards 1,000 Pieces. I'm gonna put on 1,000 Pieces. I will play Uber as well at the end, just because I love it as well. It's just a great thing. Mood is also a great track. I think all your tracks are great, but 1,000 Pieces is what I rested on at number two. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Do you remember when you broke my heart in 1,000 pieces? I remember you said you only wanted me. You should have told the truth, because you lied so bad. It seems my heart is always in combat. I really put you first all the time, and me last. I know you didn't like my attitude with my smart ass. Look, I'm sorry for my wrongs. Can you be sorry too? This generation got love wrong. I don't want perfect, I just wanna make do. If you really want her, I guess I stop loving you. Let me love you. Let me love you. Don't care.
It's hard for me to turn this off. It's just so good. Like, and I've said that for pretty much all your tracks, really, because it's the truth. I'm not just pandering to the people trying to tell them, hey, you need to go listen. It's it's really true. 1,000 Pieces is like I just love the lyric. If you really gotta have her, then I guess I'll stop loving you. Like you have a choice. Like
Yeah.
like you have a choice how to control your emotions, and and it's just so it's amazing. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
like lyrically, you are top class. Like it is just
Thank you.
awesome to hear your lyrics, and it's interesting, and I want to hear more because like it just makes me want to dive deeper into your songs and really really listen, because there
Yeah.
are tracks that you're just like, yeah, this is such a great beat, but I want to hear more of your lyrics now because I'm like,
Yeah.
what's she talking about? Oh, cool, this is really true. Like broken heart, oh my gosh, 1,000 pieces. Who broke her heart? Fuck that guy. You know what I mean? It's like you're just getting into it.
Yeah.
It's like you're getting into the whole thought of um, you know, what's going on in Bria's life, like what's hurting her, and it brings your followers as well behind you because like you know um I've had a lot of guests on here, and they're all kind of they create differently, but you come from a place where it's like, yeah, it's not necessarily what's going on in my life, but I know it has happened, and I'm not trying to get any sympathy, but this is what I'm talking about right now. Who else feels the same way right now? And it's just like
Yeah.
it's like who else got a broken heart in 1,000 pieces? All right, put your hands up, and then oh, okay, cool. There's a lot of you. Okay, let's keep going. It's great, and it pulls people in, and I love that about your music. It's really really good.
Thank
Um,
you.
Michael Jackson is who you collab with. Um,
Yeah.
it's it's incredible to me that you picked out Michael Jackson because he is probably one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else currently that you're kind of keeping an eye on that you're just like, man, I love what they're doing, like creatively, just like for me, I'm gonna put my hands up and say I don't know how he does it, but Justin Timberlake literally can make anything and it just hits a
He
one.
can. He can. See,
I don't
that's
know
why
how
it's
he does it.
hard because there's so many like amazing artists. There really, it really is like a lot of like, who I collab with? I don't even know why I'm thinking about it. Currently, Drake. Seriously,
Oh
like,
yeah, Drake is in it.
because
Yeah,
he
yeah,
can,
for
he
sure.
can, whatever vibe I'm bringing, he gonna fit it on there. He gonna fit what he got going on for sure.
Disney official, go Bria. Yeah, I'm with you there. I am with you there. Is that a follow of yours?
Yeah,
Awesome, awesome.
but
Well,
that's my
thank
step.
you so much. That's your what? Your stepmom?
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, we have family members on here all the time. You've no idea. Last week we had
I didn't even
we,
know that was gonna pop up.
yeah, it always does. It always does. I can make it pop up all the time. Look, I can turn it off. I can turn it on. There she is again. Look, she's saying go. She said it like 5 times. No, I'm joking. She no, but thank you so much for tuning in. Obviously, it's for your amazing Briya Jordan that you already know about, but it's great to feel support. Like who in your life right now really kind of um now they're all joining in. Look at this. I have my wife joining in. There we go. Yeah. Hi. And then Courtney, thank you so much. You're right. It's fire.
That's
It's
my best
awesome.
friend.
There she is. She's beyond talented. I agree 100%. Courtney, what's your favorite song of Bria's? Tell me now, because while we're here, we might as well ask.
Her favorite song by me isn't even out. That's the crazy
Okay, well, the one that's released. Gosh, you guys are killing me with these unreleased songs. This happened last week too.
part.
She's not even gonna say it. So like support wise, now we're talking about it. Like who in your life right now is supporting you the most? Like who do you feel like where do you get that inspiration? Because I know it's not easy in the industry. Like some days you're gonna wake up and I mean some days you're not making it or you're not a Grammy award winning artist yet. What the hell
Yeah,
happened?
we have two different moods. I seen this meme and it was like artist moods are you either like this or like hey yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
literally
yeah, for
me.
sure, for sure.
I'm like literally both. But as far as who's supporting me, really my entire family and all of my friends, really. Like both of
That's
my
awesome.
parents, really, really pushed me in their own ways. Um, Definitely my dad. He has like everything to do with who's Briya Jordan is, and well, not everything, but a lot to do with
Right,
who
right.
I am and the woman I became. He's my dad. So, and my mom and my best friend Tishan, he recorded my first video of me singing, and he's been here since the very beginning. My Courtney just commented, and then my dad's wife Disney, and Tony Mercedes, of course. Um,
There she goes.
uh,
There she goes. That's awesome. She's helping me out now. She's like, all right, I guess I'll give you one that's released. And the irony of that, Courtney, is that is my number one song. So you've already,
hey.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Well done, Courtney, for picking out my favorite song. We have something in common, Courtney. There you go. Trust on E. Now, tell me a little bit about this, because for me, it's so a lot of things have happened in my life. A lot of things, like with family and friends and stuff. And Trust on E is resonates pretty heavy with me because, you know, um, when people hurt you, they don't expect them to, and all this kind of stuff. You're like, I don't trust anybody anymore. You know what I mean? So tell me a little bit about what kind of inspired this one.
uh, Trust Brittany be on E. That's a lot of people that ain't around me no more. And trust on E. And I be, just because I smoking with you don't mean that you're gonna slide for me. We could just be sharing this blunt for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
because we smoke together. Um,
There's a lot
yeah,
of people that you outgrew, and now your trust is on E. Is that kind of how it's?
yeah.
There it is. Wow, that's awesome. Well, I'm gonna play a little bit of this, and then we'll come back. If there's any other questions, please roll it into the comments. We love hearing from you all. But Trust on E is the next one, and this is number one in Phil's top five. Wow, is it there already? We've been talking for so long. We're on number one already. Oh my gosh! All right, here we go.
My trust on E. Your words and your actions wasn't matching. I be laughing, reading your captions. Posting loyalty, but you be capping. But it's my fault when I start spazzing. What's done is done, is done. It's over now. I know karma. She gon' do what she gon' do. Hope the Lord have mercy on you. My trust is low, it's low. It's on E, cause we smoke together. That don't mean you gon' ride for me. That don't mean you gon' slide for me. Give me weird vibes, I'm giving distance. Another person added to my blacklist. You was too caught up in the gossip. I was caught up putting dollars in my pocket. What's done is done, it's done. It's over now. I know karma. She gon' do what she gon' do. Hope the Lord have mercy on you. My trust is low, it's low. It's on E, cause we smoke together. That don't mean you gon' ride for me. That don't mean you gon' slide for me. My silence spoke 1,000 words.
I love this song. It's like Brooke just joined in, and Brooke is my homie. I love Brooke. She's my podcast homie. We made friends like years ago when I first started podcasting, and we've been connected ever since. And she doesn't like just any music. Like she's a bit of a music snob, if I'm being honest, and she doesn't like everything and everybody that I have on here. And for her to come on here and go say that's really good, that's a big deal. So
Shout out to Brooke. Whoop whoop.
yeah, go Brooke. All right, cool. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. But like Trust on E, it's just so good. Like you're talking about real stuff. You're not holding anything back. Just because we smoke a blunt don't mean that everything's over. It just means I'm okay with you right now, but it doesn't mean I trust you anymore. It's just like I love it. Like it's so real to life, because at the end of the day, people burn you. It doesn't mean you're gonna hate them forever, but it doesn't mean you're gonna bring them back in your circle anymore either. So it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of a little bit of both of that. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're just like, yeah, you're speaking my language now. You're getting a bit too close to home for me.
I like when people I like when other people can recognize exactly what I'm doing, what we having to say, because it's literally the music is right there telling you. You just gotta have the ear.
Yeah, I mean,
And shout out to you.
it's a great great song. So now we were talking about your Uber song, and because I love it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was joint number 3. So I'm gonna play Uber, but tell me about this Uber song, because you not everybody can pull off. I'm surprised Uber haven't called you and said, "Hey, you want to want to do like a sponsorship Uber if you're watching? What are
Hey
you doing?
now,
This is a great option for
let's
you.
say
Like,
that. Oh, I'm
oh, there
sorry.
you go. Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, keep the light on. That's all.
Um,
You're as bad as me with the light. I just bought a new light because the green screen behind me.
okay. Work.
So tell me a little bit about this Uber song. Where did it come from? Were you just one night? You were just kind of like,
Well,
you know
in
what?
high school, I took Lyfts and Ubers all the time. I was Ubering so much. Like my mom would Uber me everywhere. So you could just relate to that. You know, when you leave in a club, you gotta call your Uber, and yeah, you be drinking, probably drunk, high in the back seat.
And you're just like, I'm coming home, and
Yeah.
there's so much going on in my
Don't feel
head
like
right now.
talking. Or when you wake up early and you gotta go to work, and oh, I've done that plenty of times. Hop in Uber, they talking. How was your day? The day didn't start yet. I'm going to like stop talking to me. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Like you cool, but like stop asking me questions.
So tell me a little bit about Bria then, because what do you do in your spare time? Like, obviously music
um,
is your life, right? We
yeah,
get
it
that.
is. It really is. So I hang out with my friends. I do Bible study every day. So during the week at 7 o'clock, I watch my baby sister. Yeah, I
Cool.
watch Netflix.
There you go. What's your show? What's your go-to show right now?
Right now I'm watching Blacklist. I actually watched it when I was 14, but I'm watching it
Yeah.
again because I never
That's
finished
so
it.
hard for me. I really want to watch it too, but there's so many other shows I'm watching. But yes, Dave, my best friend back home, yeah, he watches it like it's just like a religion for him.
No,
He just
no,
can't get
seriously,
enough.
it's so many episodes.
Yeah.
Lately, I haven't been able to focus on it, so I haven't been watching TV because I just keep thinking about music. So it's been about 2 weeks I haven't binge watched it. I'll watch like one episode and go to sleep because I can't stop thinking about music.
So Netflix, watching your sister Bible study. Are you going to college or are you done with college?
Uh, Not going to school.
You're
Don't
done
like
with that.
school.
You're all done with that. You're ready to be famous and be a Grammy
Yeah,
award-winning artist. Cool.
yeah. That's why I went to go knock on doors because I was gonna make a career out of that, but then I fell out of love with it. So,
Are you currently working as well, or
um, yeah, actually, I don't know why I thought about that.
am I working? I
Yes,
don't know. I can't remember. Did I go to
yeah,
work today?
I'm a nanny.
Say that again.
I'm a nanny during the
Oh, you're a
week.
nanny. Oh, there you go. See, that's where all that love comes from. You know, you're just a big softy at heart. All
Yeah.
right. Well, I'm gonna play Uber, and let's see what everyone thinks of this one. This is one that was joint third for me because damn, I'm just in awe of the fact that you can even do a song about Uber. Like I don't even know how you did it. I don't know how you pulled it off. See what you think of this, Brooke. If you're still watching, here we go.
Post-traumatic stress in the back of an Uber. Post-traumatic stress got me feeling like it's hard to be sober. I be zoned out, reflecting on life in the back of an Uber. Serve my hand out the window. I want happiness. It could all be so simple. My driver seemed cool, but I'm ignoring him. Got too much on my mental. A smile is on my face, but you have no idea what I have been through. You couldn't stand in my place, my shoes. Trust me, you could not fit into. Got people depending on me. Got people pretending on me. Can't let you get me out my hookup. I'm a big dog, you just a flea. So I suggest that you flee. I don't want no problems with you. You can't handle problems with me. Just let me sip my tea. I'm rooted in my beliefs. God's words branch out like trees. I'm rooted in my beliefs. Rocking my Jesus tee. Post-traumatic stress got me feeling like it's hard to be sober. I be zoned out, reflecting on life in the back of an Uber. Serve my hand out the window. I want happiness. It could all be so simple. My driver
I just love that in the back of an Uber. Yes, every time in the back of an Uber, it is always post-traumatic stress. Generally, because I always get these weird drivers, or I'm the driver, one of the two.
Mm.
So yeah, I did Uber for too long. It was quite interesting right before COVID. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think anybody does Uber. I mean, the brave people do Uber now because I would not be caught dead
I
driving.
couldn't. I think I would be so scared
Yeah,
with
no, it's too
these
much.
times. You're not getting in my car.
Yeah. To be fair, it's exactly how I feel. You're not getting in my car.
Like, ugh, I just couldn't imagine being a little small girl going to pick up a group of drunk guys.
Oh yeah, no. So me
I
and my
would be
wife did it.
praying the whole ride.
Yeah, me and my wife did it early on, and I lasted longer than her, but I ended up caving as well because after COVID hit and everything, it was just like, nah, I'm done now. Nobody's getting in my car now. That's done. Now I've delivered food, I've done the Grubhub stuff, and I've delivered
Mhm.
Amazon. And there's respect to everyone. There's one thing you can do in America, and that's always it's earn money. But
I'll say make some money.
yeah, making that moolah. But yeah, I'm over that part of my life now. I'm talking to people like you every Friday evening. So there we go.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you.
Yes, yes. I'm super excited to have you on this evening. And it was I mean, to be fair, what is next for you? Because that's what excites me the most is like I've listened to your early stuff as it kind of goes through, and I'm just gone, okay, now how does she one up this song? Like Trust on E was like, damn, like, okay, what's next?
Yeah. I have so much music. Like so much. It's crazy. What's next is I am working on a single, and I don't know if I can disclose the full details on it yet, honestly. But I can say I'm working on a single, and it'll be coming out soon.
No,
And
when is soon? Like, don't leave me hanging like that, dude.
listen, I know, right? Um, I don't want to tell any tales, but I can say that I personally want it out before the summer.
Okay, all right,
So
that's fair. All right, that's cool.
that's what I want. So
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So, okay, yeah. So, you got singles, you got stuff like that. Are we thinking albums yet, or
not yet, because I feel like this single was gonna be like my breakthrough single. And so we gonna see, you know what I'm saying? After that, the wrath that comes from that, we gonna start speaking,
the
getting ready for
wrath?
our mode, you know?
The wrath. Now I'm really intrigued. The wrath that comes from that. Okay, all
Yeah, because
right.
it's gonna be like a little fire spark, and it's just gonna spread like.
Mm-hmm. All right, I like that. I like that. Well, hopefully I'm not the CEO of a broken heart by the time you release this song, because it's breaking my heart not hearing any new music from you at the moment. So.
I might post a little snippet of me singing something on
Oh, there we
Instagram this
go.
weekend.
There we go.
So
That's what I'm
you
talking
just
about.
have to come to my page and put your headphones in.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. And maybe we'll do a release thing. Maybe we'll get you back like later on, and we'll do a big release thing, and people can listen to the song and whatever. And
Yeah, that'd be cool.
that'd be awesome. That'd be amazing. Well, Bria, you're amazing. I'm so grateful for you. I'm grateful to have you on the show. I think you're just you glow with authenticity. There's nothing that you hide. You're just a great, well raised individual who's got, you're a nanny. Like, listen to this. Okay, let's summarize today's interview. A nanny that does Bible studies on what, every week
Every day.
and every day, and writes authentic, amazing music for everyone that is your gift to the world. I think you deserve stardom. I really, really do.
Thank you
So,
so much. Means a
who else
lot.
agrees with me? I know everyone agrees with me. I know Disney agrees with me. Disney official. I'm gonna go out there and say that Disney official is a Disney fan.
No, that's just her name. That's just her name.
Really? Well, she shares her name with one of the greatest franchises
Oh,
companies.
she knows it.
She's like, I want shares, I want money, I want all that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, everyone. This has been another Untouched Melodies.
So fun.
Bria, you're amazing. I can't wait to hear the next stuff from
Thank
you.
you.
Um, this is going to be on YouTube for everyone to rewatch. This is going to be restreamed on LinkedIn for those of you who missed it. It's on Facebook. But most of all, get yourself on your streaming apps and start listening to Uber. I love Uber. No, I'm joking. Get your trust on E and start listening to some music on whatever streaming platform you love. And trust me when I say you're gonna be wanting to hear the next song that comes out for the amazing Briya Jordan. Until next time, I will obviously see you then, but next week we'll have another amazing artist. I have another amazing artist already booked. You won't know until probably Monday because I don't like ruining anything too soon. But we have another amazing artist next week, and then after that, we'll see what Tony provides. No, I'm joking. We'll see what happens after that.
The Tony effect.
The Tony effect. By the way, Tony, if you're still watching, we call it the Tony effect. That's what we call it, the Tony effect. All right.
The Tony touch.
There we go. All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching. This has been another amazing episode of Untouched Melodies. Make sure you go check out Briya Jordan. She's got her tag at Briya.Jordan. Don't forget to go check that out. And we'll see you all next week.
This is brought to you by Unscripted Productions. Thanks for being a part of the journey, and be sure to follow us for more info to get new episodes and more great content. And of course, rate this show on your favorite podcast listening platform and leave us a 5-star review. See you here next time.